little bit quicker today. Right now my bias is bearish until we can see actual market structure shift. I mean, I know we've taken out two previous highs now, but look at how we've come back into that 15-minute. Actually, it's 15-minute bearish breaker here. If we look at this, notice how we have this high, low, higher high here. We have a 15-minute unicorn that we are in right now. 15-minute unicorn here, bearish unicorn. I got to see, are we going to respect this level and get a strong bounce back down? Right now, all of our structure looks bearish, and we do have that weekly low that ES is pushing towards, so I would not be surprised if we wanted to come down and take out that weekly low. Just got to wait and see what kind of reaction we get off this level. Because we are pushing up pretty aggressively right now, so I'm not just going to rush into a short when we're starting off the day bullish, especially when we're respecting these bullish levels. I need to see like a real reversal, because right now we still look bullish. So I do want to see how we're going to react if we're going to still respect the 15-minute breaker. Maybe if we're going to touch up into that hourly above. Okay, but overall, like I said, guys, my bias is still in the shorts. I mean, look at this short bearish trend on the hourly time frame. We've got these lows to target. Swing low down here. We've been trending down all night. We do have some news coming out at 10 a.m. Eastern. So we have that news coming out in like 24 minutes. So we've got a little bit of time before that happens. Okay, I just want to see this reversal. I want to see us, I want this to be that Judas swing, that fake out move to the upside, and I want to see us start to head down. Really want to see us start to head down here. Just want to wait for a solid entry. Take that entry down to the lows. Look at that reaction on the 15-minute time frame. Pretty nice bounce off of that 15-minute unicorn entry, that unicorn model. Okay, so I'm going to start looking for the shorts pretty soon here. Pretty soon, I'm just going to wait for that entry. It might run away from us. We might not be able to get that entry in time, but we'll see if we can find a good setup. Yeah, we have that 1 minute right here that we are forming. Well, we'll see. Not anymore. We kind of just filled that. So, yeah, we're kind of chopping at this level. I really want to see, obviously we have this 1 minute bullish for value gap, and we are bullish at market open. So I really need to see like confirmation in these shorts for me to jump in. Because right now in the 5 minute, we still look bullish. We're still respecting these imbalances. Just want to see if this bearish breaker unicorn is going to be respected. If not, we might see longs try to step in and take out these highs up top. Maybe grab that buy side liquidity. So I'm going to be patient here and wait for that. See what we're going to do here. Yeah, pretty strong pump here at market open. Yeah, obviously, like I said, we have this 4-hour imbalance. 4-hour balance price range here. We see us bouncing off of it right now. We got 4-hour displacement of the lows here. We got 1-hour displacement of the lows here. Market structure shift. Bearish trend all the way down. We disrespected this 1-hour bullish fair value gap. We still have our sell side targets. Looking at a daily candle. Price still looks very bearish today on that daily candle. All right, so that's why my bias has been short at market open, but we obviously have to be willing to adjust our plan if the market is telling us something different. If the market's going to come up and disrespect this unicorn model, well, then I'm not going to be looking for shorts anymore. I'll probably be looking for longs to take us up and take out some buy side liquidity leading into silver bullet hour. But as long as we are still respecting this unicorn, I'm still looking for shorts. See what we do here. Just going to be patient here, wait for that good setup. Maybe we form a 1 minute bearish breaker here. High, low, higher, high. Displace this low here, wait for a retracement into this level. Maybe a fair value gap here. Look to take it short. Remember, guys, we often see fake outs at market open. Judas swings. Price wants to go up and maybe grab some buy side at market open, go fill an imbalance up top before getting that real move. So that's why I'm still have my bias in the shorts right now, as long as we're respecting this level right here. Again, we do have all these equal highs up top, so we might try to go grab those equal highs. But again, we're still bouncing off this level. So I'm going to be very patient, wait for that setup. Not rush into anything here. Don't need to rush into anything. Got that internal low down here. Okay, I think we're about to get that drop. Now I'm just waiting for that confirmation. Waiting for that confirmation, and I'm gonna look to get in the shorts. We keep trying to break, and then we're seeing that struggle to push through. We see that 1 minute imbalance that we keep bouncing from. Got about 3 minutes and 20 seconds left on that 15-minute candle. But look at the 15. We keep respecting it. It looks like we're getting that strong reaction. Just got to make sure we're getting the right entries. Again, don't want to keep a 60 or 70 tick stop, right? Which is the only thing I could do if we got an entry all the way down here. So got to give it a little bit of room, but not too much to where we're risking too much. Okay, I'm starting to like these shorts. I'm going to get an entry in the shorts here, just half a lot and test it out. I'm just going to test it out in half a lot here. I think we're about to see that drop. So I got an entry, 18,790 is my entry. I'm just going to keep a 55 tick stop up here at 18,803.75. Remember, it's just half a lot right now. I'm just testing it out. Just because I expect that drop to happen pretty soon, I'm willing to take a half a lot loss on this one if the timing's not right. And again, if we do break structure here, and then we retrace up into a fair value gap or something like that, then I'll look to add into a full. Yeah, 2 minute fair value gap would be nice. All right, so just half a lot right now. See if we can come all the way down to these lows. 139 ticks from entry is that low down here. That's where I would want to take profit. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I'm just willing to test this one out. Willing to test this one out here. Just look at that 15-minute time frame. I'm loving that 15-minute candle. Loving the 5 minute. Obviously, we have the 5 minute bullish imbalance down here that we're going to have to push through. Going to have to push through that 15 or that 5 minute bullish fair value gap. This is one of those trades that I'm willing to get an early entry on. I'm willing to be a little bit more risky because I see the potential reward on this, and I'd rather catch it up here. So I'm willing to be a little bit more risky on this entry, not wait for that break of structure. But you got to be, I mean, if you're gonna do it, got to be willing to take that risk. You can't just jump into a trade to jump into a trade. Only if you're willing to take that risk. Okay, this 1 minute order block could be a nice re-entry point. Do we get that 2 minute fair value gap? Technically it's not a 2 minute because we have that wick coming all the way down. Okay, if we can displace this 1 minute order block though, we can close below, and then we retest that, or just test that 1 minute order block, that's when I would add into a full. So right now we're not getting that aggressive drop. I'm looking for TP all the way down at the lows, all the way 139 ticks. That would be honestly my first TP. Unless we start to stall a lot, then I would look to, maybe scale out earlier. And then I'm looking to hold all the way down to a previous week. Previous week low. Let's see if we can get that drop here. Still in profit. So far we've hit about 43 ticks. Not too much. Not a 1-to-1 yet. 15-minute just closed. Okay, that 15-minute closed great. So this could be that retest of that. This looks like we're retesting that unicorn model here. Hopefully we don't retest it too much to where we get stopped out. But if we do, that's alright. That's the risk I was willing to take here. Try to get that early entry on this trade. That's why I haven't added into a full yet, guys, because we didn't get that displacement. You're not going to see me add into a full until I see real displacement. Okay, so we are retesting that unicorn, a breaker. It looks like we're trying to push through right now. Almost getting stopped out here. Almost getting stopped. And that's awfully close. That got very close to my stop there. Oh man. We're getting real close. It'd be a nice level if we started to bounce back down, but we're really retesting that breaker right now. Okay, so stop me out half a lot. Remember, that's the risk I was willing to take to try to catch those shorts. The risk I was willing to take. So we are seeing us bounce from that 5-minute bullish imbalance below. But yeah, I was more than willing to take that loss there to try to catch that trade early. And we can see that reaction off all of these bearish levels here. Strong reactions, strong wicks back down. So I'm still looking for shorts until I can really be proven that longs are going to step in. Until maybe we see a big market structure shift up top. Okay, we've generated some more liquidity with these equal lows down here. We'll see what happens here. Especially on this 5-minute, maybe. We'll see if this 5-minute does displace, turn this into a bullish order block, then we might see price try to go target these highs above into the hourly imbalance. Right, that would definitely change my idea a little bit. For 150K prop firm count, I would recommend no more than 2 minis on that account. I would recommend keeping it below 2 minis, maybe even like 12 micros, honestly, at the most. Just depends how tight you're keeping your stops, how well you can scale in and out of your trades. Yeah, so we're really pumping up here. Getting a lot of divergence. Again, obviously, we've been seeing a ton of divergence on NQ and ES. ES looks like it's really trying to come down and target that previous week high or previous week low that we see down here. ES is already getting pretty close. We're seeing a lot of divergence at the highs. It's really looking like, ES is chopping like crazy. Not really great price action, but still looks like we want to head back down. See what this 5-minute candle does. It closes pretty soon. I'd like to see it not displace this previous candle high on the 5. Continue to respect these bearish imbalances. We'll see if it wants to push through or not. I do like that we generated some equal lows down here. We've got some liquidity resting on the sell side. We're obviously not going back down. We're trying to make a little push up. Remember, we have that news coming out in 10 minutes. News coming out in 10 minutes. It's a orange folder event, so medium impact. That Richmond Manufacturing Index. All right, so the 5-minute closed. It did displace that order block, so we might see long step in here. Looks like we're going to see long step in and try to take out these highs. Looks like it's running away on us here. Not giving us a chance to get involved. But we can see us now touching into the hourly. SIBI, we've got these highs up here. Let's see if we take them out. See what we do once we touch into this hourly imbalance. After we take out some sell side liquidity or some buy side liquidity. Yeah, I mean we're getting pretty aggressive move up here. We have now swept that liquidity. I want to see what kind of reaction we get off this level. See if we're going to just continue to push through, or if this hourly is going to hold as a strong resistance level like it did before. Obviously, right now we're looking pretty bullish here. Pretty bullish here. Strong 5-minute candle. We are grabbing that buy side though, leading into silver bullet hour. Right, so typically when we go grab liquidity on one side, leading into our silver bullet hour, we see us reverse and go target that opposing liquidity during that next, in that 10 to 11 a.m. Eastern hour. But right now we are really pumping, so let's see, we're above VWAP, but this 1-minute fair value gap formed above. Let's see if we want to pump up more for some buy side liquidity. If we do, we could start looking for longs to target the buy side. Again, we have news coming out pretty soon, so I don't know if I want to jump into another trade just yet. Especially at this hourly imbalance, I want to see price react off of it to the shorts, but seeing the strong bullish trend, we might continue to head up here. So you could look for the longs off this 1-minute imbalance below. To try to catch them up, to that Asia low, to that high up top. Again, I'm not really loving jumping into the longs just right before news right now. Kind of want to wait for that news to come out to get into another trade. Especially because we're in this hourly imbalance like I was talking about. Just grab buy side liquidity. I do want to be careful here. But again, if you have conviction in the longs here, it could be a good long opportunity. All right, could be a long opportunity from here. If you want to get that entry, this would have been that point, that 1-minute fair value gap above VWAP, 1-minute order block forming. Good look to get that long entry to try to catch that continuation of the bullish trend here at market open. We are creating higher highs, higher lows. So I don't know if anybody got that entry. So far, pretty good. So far, pretty good pump from this level. I mean, if you guys did get that entry, pretty 70 ticks real quick. Pretty nice. I might even look for an entry off this 1-minute order block here and just try to catch a quick scalp. I just don't like getting in trades right before news. But again, if you got that entry down here when I talked about it, you could always try to scale out, take some profit at 70 ticks. Move your stop to break even. for the news. Make sure your stop's in profit or get out completely. Looks like we're going to completely disrespect this bearish breaker here. All right, another entry opportunity off this 1 minute order block. Good. Not looking to jump into a trade right now. I do want to wait for that news to come out. We've got only 5 minutes until that happens. Only about 5 minutes till that happens. So yeah, I mean, so far market open, we are disrespecting a lot of our bearish levels. We're looking like we're creating a bullish breaker block here. This low, high, lower, low. If we displace this high, we might see price continue to the high side. Try to maybe target our London high. Maybe come up for Asia high. If we're going to be that bullish, we might try to target both of those. But again, it was such a bearish start to our day. I wanted to see us continue that bearish trend, and we're not seeing it right now. See us reacting off this 5 minute imbalance above. So I'm going to be patient here. We've got about 3 minutes and 10 seconds until that news is released. I personally would rather wait for that to come out. Wait to see what kind of impact it has on our market. And then look for a solid trade entry. Typically we'll see it kind of accelerate us, pick up some volume. We will see what happens here. And this is what I was talking about. If you did get that entry down here, going into news, it's better to just scale out. I mean, we hit 77 ticks right from when I called that out. Better to take profit, move that stop to break even, or move it into profit than to keep holding a trade all the way up until news and not take profit. All right, so if you did take that, probably should have looked to take profit, like I said. Let's see what happens. 2 minutes away. 2 minutes away here. Obviously, our trend still looks very bullish. It's like we're still trying to head up. We do have ES still below VWAP up here. See what this high is. A lot of SMT still as well. This high up here is the one that we just took out on NQ. So a lot of SMT divergence. Still gives me some conviction in the shorts overall. But not going to fight the trend until I see a real move back down. So this 15-minute breaker unicorn is being disrespected. No longer valid once this 15-minute closes above. So let's see if we turn it into a bullish breaker here, close above this high, or if we're going to wick right back down. 1 minute until that news is released. Okay, obviously it's orange folder, so it's not going to be as high of an impact as red folder news, but we could still see some volatility here. That's about 30 seconds. I'm going to wait for that news to come out, give it a few minutes, see what direction the market wants to push us, wants to go, and we'll react and we'll be ready to look for a trade setup. It's called forexfactory.com. All right, that news is being released now. Let's see what happens. Got a 15-minute close. The 15-minute did not displace. The hourly did not displace. We are in the hourly imbalance. Almost tapped that hourly order block. But leaning into silver bullet. My bias is still short right now, especially after sweeping all this buy side. Until I really see that continuation of the trend, then I'll start looking for longs. Let's see, we have this 5-minute imbalance down below. See what kind of reaction we get off when we tap off this imbalance down here. Let's see what we do. See what we do, guys. Not moving too much. Market's kind of just being stagnant here. You're getting a little SMT at the highs. Well, SMT at the highs looks like we're trying to sell off here. See, once we touch into this fair value gap, we just did touch into that 5-minute. See what kind of reaction we get off of it. See if it's going to accelerate us to the upside if we're going to try to push right through this imbalance. To me, we still look bearish. Looks like we're trying to sell off. Got to push through VWAP though. After seeing that 15-minute close and the hourly close below, not displacing after sweeping liquidity, bouncing from imbalance, from two imbalances. I want to see those shorts come back in. Again, but it's still about being patient here. We still are in this bullish fair value gap, so we have to push through. And that's some nice SMT divergence at the highs. We can see over here. ES taking out that high up here. Oops. NQ. Not taking out that high. Looks like a little reversal pattern. See that 5-minute. I just want to see this 5-minute push down aggressively. Try to close below VWAP. And let's look at what that 50% of this fair value gap is here. We are bouncing off that 50% level. I mean, if we do get a strong bounce off that 50% and we start to push up, I think longs will step in and try to grab one more buy side level. But for now, it's looking like price is trying to reverse here. I see some kind of continuation. Still sitting above VWAP here. 5-minute candle's about to close. Getting a strong bounce. Not moving too much. We're still kind of just hanging out in this area. All right, 5-minute close, still respecting that 5-minute bullish imbalance. So not really creating any levels right now. We're not creating any levels right now that are convincing me that of the shorts just yet. Because our trend is still bullish. We are bouncing off this 5-minute bullish imbalance. But again, silver bullet, guys, I'm expecting us to go try to take out those lows. At least take out this low here. Maybe target these lows here relative to equal lows. Still waiting. I'm still bearish right now. Just by seeing that hourly and 15-minute candle close, seeing this silver bullet hour setting up. We already grabbed our buy side target here with these equal highs. I want to see price now come down and target our lows. We do obviously still have buy side above. We still have buy side above. So, I mean, I would not be surprised if we still tried to go grab some buy side, but just waiting to see. We are getting a lot of reaction off this imbalance. We still have not really moved anywhere. We're just kind of hanging out here. Kind of hanging out in this imbalance right now. Right now we're starting to look bullish off this 5-minute. Still not convinced. If these longs are stepping in. I'm just sticking in this range right here. Yeah, I do have a video on Silver Bullet, but our Silver Bullet hours are going to be 10 to 11 a.m. Eastern and 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern. Those are our two Silver Bullet hours during New York session that we're looking for. But I do have a video on it under our educational video tab. I do go over Silver Bullet. Okay, look at those shorts starting to step in here. Still waiting for some kind of displacement though. Like if we can displace this low, create a fair value gap, do something that can give us that conviction and give us that entry that we can take instead of just ranging up and down. Right now it looks like we're trying to come down and displace the lows. Okay, we just don't want to get faked out here. Don't want to get faked out. We have now filled the whole fair value gap though. We filled that whole fair value gap. I just want to see us maybe close below or break structure at least on the 1-minute time frame. Form a fair value gap, some kind of order block, something that we can short off of. And be looking to catch them down to these lows. We got that displacement. We now have this 1-minute order block up top. We might be creating a 1-minute fair value gap above. Like these shorts are trying to step in. Still being patient here. And so we would be targeting these lows here and these lows down here. This 5-minute imbalance is about to close. Or this 5-minute candle, sorry, is about to close. We're still respecting that 5-minute bullish imbalance though. We're still closed inside of it. We did mitigate that 50% level. We're back down below VWAP in that 1-minute fair value gap. Gotta see, we're just trying to push right through it. Gotta see a very strong reaction from this 1 minute back down for me to short. All right, look how we're just kind of pushing right through that 1 minute, not respecting it. Still trying to head up. We've been trying to make this, we've been trying to push up, and every time we try to push through, we just bounce right off that imbalance. Okay, so we disrespected the 1 minute. We're ranging right back up. Ranging right back up. 15 minutes been kind of split. We had SMT on ES and NQ where ES came and took out these highs. We still have it. NQ has not taken out that high. We've got that SMT divergence. But right now we're really just ranging up and down. Just waiting for us to do something out. Obviously, I want to see the short step in. But again, we still are respecting that 5-minute bullish fair value gap below. Trying to push through. Just waiting. We don't have a breaker. We disrespected our bearish breaker, and then we didn't form our bullish breaker because we didn't close above that high. We did not displace. We had a 5-minute breaker, but we came down and closed below that as well. So there's so much SMT divergence. ES is still chopping in this, it's accumulating in this range. We just gotta wait for some good price action here. Wait for something good to set up. Yep, that 4 hour exactly. We have been bouncing off that 4 hour here. We did see that displacement of the low on the 4 hour. Yeah. Yep, just waiting for that silver bullet move to step in. It'll happen soon. Right? I would assume that our silver bullet move is going to be a short move. We're going to try to come take out sell side liquidity after already grabbing our internal buy side. Okay, but we have not done that yet. Still trying to drive up from that 5-minute. All right, so I mean, if we could break structure to the upside, not break structure, but yeah, I mean, if we could displace that high, create a bullish breaker, and get rid of that SMT, and ES can close above above VWAP, you know, I'll start looking for longs to catch up to London high, you know, up to that level above. I'm still just waiting for something to happen here. 5 minute does look very bullish, but we still have not displaced, and this 5 minute candle is about to close here. Still no displacement of the highs. Five-minute close, still inside of that 5 minute imbalance. 15-minute close, still inside of the imbalance. Obviously looking bullish. There's no follow through on either side right now. Morning, Crixus. How you doing? Just want to see a clean displacement. Even if it's in the longs, like I still want to see shorts come in. That's still my bias right now. But if our bias is not respected, we do want to displace the highs. I mean, at least we'll be given some opportunity to go catch London high. But right now, we're not really. I don't really see any setups for anything. So we still have SMT at the highs. Nikkei still has not swept that high up top. Exhausted? You've been working? What's going on? Back at it. So guys, I'm just waiting to see, are we going to displace the highs and have a long setup to catch to London high? Is that going to be our target? Or are we just going to finally come back down? Try to go take out those lows. Still have SMT at the highs. Still waiting for a displacement move. Obviously been slowly moving up. Right, and you could have looked for that long entry off the 5 minute imbalance down below. It's not what I was looking for. Just waiting for a displacement move. Oh geez. Man, that's not fun, Crixus. Sorry to hear that. Just like to see in the next, in the next 12 to 30 minutes, it's that 10:30 a.m. window is when I would expect us to really start making a move. Just waiting for a displacement. Like if we can displace on the high side, if we can displace this 5 minute imbalance, not have that SMT or the 5 minute order block, we might see a long opportunity to catch up to London high. But until we do that, I'm not going to be really looking for longs just yet. So I'm good with being patient. I'm good with waiting. Don't need to rush this one. Personally, don't feel the need to rush. Already tested out that trade earlier. Didn't end up working out in our favor. That half a lot loss. I'm looking for a good setup here. That one is obviously more of an aggressive entry. Wanting to see those shorts come take out the low. We didn't see that. Price wanted to come up and grab some buy side first. We can just see how much price is struggling to try to break through this imbalance up top. I want to see a clear short opportunity here, or a clear displacement of the highs. See how that 5-minute closed, another long wick on the 5-minute. Are we going to displace here? Yeah, we don't really have any 1-minute fair value gaps forming at all. And that's those entries that we're looking for during silver bullet hour, is those 1-minute fair value gaps, and we're not seeing any of those form. Okay, a lot of struggle, a lot of resistance up at this level. Okay, I want to start seeing a dump here. See, DXY is moving up now. DXY and the VIX are starting to move up. Like to see just a clear-cut entry. Still have that SMT at the highs. Want to see a clear-cut entry in these shorts. A nice move back down. We're back into that 5-minute bullish imbalance. Really think we're going to start dumping from here. Just got to get a good entry. Got to break below VWAP. Form some fair value gap order block that we can use as resistance. Take us down all the way to the lows. And let's see, creating a little 1-minute fair value gap above. Creating this 2-minute fair value gap above too. This could be a good entry here. Yeah, we're starting to run away a little bit. Now I'm waiting for a little bit of a retracement move to start looking for shorts. Some SMT at the lows. We can see ES grab that buy side liquidity, is really heading down. And Q failed to grab that buy side. In that SMT. Want to see price head back down. See if the 5-minute, we need to see that 5-minute push through that imbalance though. Need to see this 5-minute candle push through this imbalance. And you could look for a short off the retest of VWAP, but I'd rather wait for a PD array for a test of a fair value gap or an order block. Just because right now we're still respecting that 5-minute bullish imbalance. Okay, we have this fair value gap here on the 1-minute. Pretty small gap. Still not looking for an entry. We're moving up too aggressively right now. Still just manipulating a lot here, guys. Wow, look at that. Now the longs are stepping right back into the top. Okay, that might be our breakout move here. That 5 minutes about to close. If this 5-minute closes above, now we can start looking for a long entry. Looks like that was our fake out move. Might have a long entry opportunity now. 5-minute closed above. All right, now we might see price go target that London high. Just got to wait for an entry. I mean, I'm not going to chase these longs. I'm waiting for an entry. If it runs away on me, it runs away. If I don't get a chance to get involved, well, that's all right. I'm not going to chase. Going to wait for a retracement move into an imbalance. Maybe down here, this 1 minute. So we're seeing a lot of faking out right now so far in the market. Yes, still hasn't even taken out those highs that NQ has taken out. Okay, so now this is when I'm starting to look for an entry off this 1 minute imbalance here. We can tap into that 1 minute, catch it up to that London high. Need to see a nice reaction though. Nice reaction off this 1 minute. Don't want to see us push right through it. Need to see a pump before I'm going to get an entry. I don't want to get an entry on a bearish candle here. On a strong bearish candle, I want to see that reaction to the upside. See if we can get an entry. Starting to look for longs. Still waiting, still waiting. We're really pushing down. Still waiting here. We're just kind of stalling at this level. Okay, I'm going to get an entry here in the longs, just half a lot. I'm going to test them out off this 1 minute imbalance. Let's see if we can get some follow through. I'm only willing to go in half a lot right now just because of how much we're stalling. 18,855. A pretty high entry there. 50 is my entry. So our stop loss is not great. I'm going to keep another 55 tick stop with half a lot at 18,84175. So not the best stop loss level just because of how big that 1 minute imbalance is. But again, this is that silver bullet, typically targeting that first fair value gap that forms as that entry. We tapped into it, and now we're just seeing price come right back down. So I'm willing to give this one a shot again, to take us up to that London high, grab that buy side liquidity. We'll see if we can get that actual move. See if we can get that actual move with that 1 minute imbalance here. 2 minute tapped into the fair value gap below. Yes, I am in the longs. Half a lot right now. Half a lot, testing it out. We got that displacement on the 5 minute. We got that retracement, 2 minute imbalance, 1 minute imbalance. Just got to see that follow through now. Go target those London highs. And we are struggling here. If we can get that push here on NQ. And we get that push. I still have not added into a full, guys. Still have not added into a full. 15-minute close with displacement. Looks like we really want to head up. Yeah, I just added into a full there. I added into a full there. Entry moved up to 5.6. 5.6. I'm going to move my stop loss up a little bit. 50 ticks. 50 ticks, 18,843.50. See if we can get that pump. Okay, I'm looking. I'm probably going to look for first TP, probably more around a 1-to-1. Let's see. Maybe at these highs where Asia low is at. Probably that's my first TP there. About 74 ticks. So 18,874.25 is where I would take that first TP. Okay, so our structure is there. The trend is there. Let's see if we can get that follow through now. Take that first TP at that Asia low. We have a high formed right at Asia low. 74 ticks. And then try to catch it all the way up to London high. Again, you can start, you can trail your stop a little bit. You don't have to keep it where it's at. See if we can get that follow through. We're just seeing so much stalling here. So much stalling. But we got that 15-minute displacement of the highs. I really like this setup. I mean, Silver Bullet, we're finally displacing. We finally formed a fair value gap. We have those targets above, buy side targets. We just got to see if we can catch it at the right time here. Let's catch it up here. You can also take a 1-to-1 if you guys want, 50 ticks, which we just hit. You just hit a 1-to-1 if you guys want to take that. Could have taken that TP at a 1-to-1. I'm still holding it for now. Still holding it right now. We still look really good. Just got to see some follow through. Got to see some momentum step in here on NQ. Got to see ES try to push past these highs as well. On NQ, do something here. Not liking the stalling. I'm not liking the stalling. I see some displacement. See some displacement of these highs. Another fair value gap formed here around our entry. Still got a lot of conviction in this trade right now. Just got to see some follow through. Just waiting for that explosive move here. Gonna push us all the way through. Remember that first TP for me is at 18,874.25. 18,874.25. 73 ticks. Right, but if you want to take that 1-to-1, yes, I will be taking out half my position at first TP. We've already hit that 1-to-1, guys, so you remember, we're close to it again. You don't have to hold all the way up to that level. If you want to take that first TP, you can take it already. We're already at that 1-to-1. I'm just still liking the structure. I want to see this 5-minute displace. This 5-minute displaces, I think we're really going to shoot up here. Just push through, come on. We're almost at that first TP here, guys. We're almost at that first TP. Come on now, we're about to get 5 minutes. There we go. All right, first TP got hit. Stop is going to break even. Stop is now at break even. I'm willing to hold this one up to London high. I want to hold this one up to London High. Let's see if we can get that 5-minute displacement of this order block here. Did we get displacement? Just barely closed above. Barely closed above on that 5. I want to see us target that London High now. Possibly even target some other highs, depending on how aggressive we move up. So that's what I'm talking about, guys. We got that win. Losses have been made back. Even if I get stopped out at break even, the losses have still been made back. See if we can continue to get that push. You can obviously sell everything if you want. You don't have to keep holding, but with this kind of move, it would not be completed until we at least take out London High. We at least got to take out that London High for the silver bull move to be completed. See if it wants to target our stop before that happens. Either way, risk-free trade now. Winning trade. I'll take it. Hopefully it doesn't come down and stop me out here at break even. I want to see this continuation. I want to see us come up and take out that 18.88875 level. I'll sell a few more at the 18.88875 and maybe leave. I'll probably leave one runner going. I'm going to leave one runner going after we take this London High. If we do kind of reverse really quick after taking that London High, if we do take that London High, that's when I would just kind of scale out completely. Again, we're still really struggling here. Doesn't look like we're trying to get that push. Doesn't look like we're trying to fall through after sweeping this liquidity level. A lot of long wicks to the upside. But it would not make sense for this move not to take out London High. That would be, to me, that would be a little weird if we don't take out London High. That's our real target right now. Again, we might come take out our our stop at break even before that happens. We're getting pretty close. I'm hoping we don't. I'm hoping we can get that pump here. Yeah, we could. The one thing I like is that we have this 5-minute order block that we formed that we barely closed above. We tapped into that 5-minute. We're seeing a reaction off of it, which is good. But you're right, we did take out internal buy side, so we could see us come back down a little bit. See that 1 hour. We're seeing that 1 hour bounce off that imbalance in order block up here. So we do have a lot of resistance up here, but that's a pretty strong bullish candle on that 1 hour. See if we can push through, guys. And we finally push through. Again, you can always take off your full position here. We're back at that first TP level. 73 ticks. That TP up here is 131 ticks. Continue to see us just bounce off this level. We cannot push through. We are really struggling to push through. But I'm still willing to hold this one. Still willing to hold this. Make one more pump here. One more aggressive pump. At least take us to London High. And the reason I'll leave in one runner is if we do aggressively push through London High, we might see us go target Asia High if we're going to continue on this bullish trend. So far today, we have only been bullish, so I'm down to still give one more, a runner a shot. London High 18.88875. See what happens here. See what the VIX is doing. DXY moving up a little bit. Oh, we're this is that level. This level is holding very strong right now. We might come stop us out at break even. I mean, we've just been kind of chopping here ever since we took out that first TP. Again, yeah, so we did take internal buy side, so that makes sense why we're kind of stalling. We're kind of struggling. We might see some retracement. Ultimately, I still want to see us go grab that London high at this point. This move will not be complete to me until we do take out that London high. Come on in, cute. There we go. Hey, that's good. That's good. Another win. Oh, yeah, London high is up here. You can see it was at this 3:15 a.m., so it's at 18,888.75. I'm still holding this one with my stop at break even, giving it room. All right, if I get stopped at break even, I'm okay with that. I'll still, I'll be around close to break even if that happens on the day, but I'm completely okay with that. I want to give this one a shot. I want to see this move completed. And we have those targets, our morning targets. And when we don't take out those targets, I expect us to finish that move and actually go take them out. Right now, we're not wanting to do that. All right, so I just got stopped at break even there. All right, so now I'm back to around break even on the day. Just fine for me. I'm still in the green. Asia high is 18,948. Okay, so we are obviously getting that strong reaction here off that London low level. That was a good first TP level for us. Really expected price to follow through a little bit more. But again, after taking that internal buy side liquidity, we can expect a little bit of retracement. Just wanted to see us really push through to London high. Either way, winning trade there. Winning trade there. See if we can find another setup. There we go. There we go. So right now we're kind of just chopping. I want to wait for something better. Something better to set up here. Yes, I got stopped at break even there. Stopped at break even. So we took our first TP at 73 ticks. And then got stopped at break even. So my break even moved up a little bit. I forgot to adjust it here. But it moved up once I sold. Yeah, trending choppy days can be honestly probably harder, yeah, than ranging days just because they're not really offered with a lot of opportunities to get entries. But every once in a while you finally get that breakout move and you can look to catch it. Like this one, we were able to catch that at a good time, but just didn't get that continuation. But we still caught 73 ticks, so yeah, exactly. It makes it very difficult to get the right entries. Look at the 5-minute. Oh yeah, 5-minute looks nice. I mean, that's that 5-minute order block I was talking about. We displaced it. We're now getting a bounce off of it. Yeah, I mean, yes, it's still a long ways away from that Asia low. See how that 15-minute candle closes. 15-minute candle, still closed bullish, but struggled to keep pushing. Just waiting for another actual setup here. Right now, this price action is not offering any good setups. To me, at least, that's my opinion. When we're chopping like this, that does not really. This doesn't show me any good entry opportunities. You obviously look to long off of that 5-minute order block I was talking about. You know, if you got another re-entry down here, but I don't like this chop. Yes, I would. I would consider shorts after taking London High, or even if we fail to take London High, if we come down and break structure to the downside right now, take out these lows, I would even consider shorts from here. But again, we're just very volatile right now. Very volatile. Up and down. Very choppy. Just waiting for a trade setup. Yeah, that 4 hour is pretty gnarly. 4 hours is pretty gnarly here. We are pushing through that 4 hour imbalance. We're heading up to that next one. The 1 hour, we do see a lot of resistance though. We see us in this hourly order block, hourly imbalance, hourly order block. A lot of resistance. But again, I still want to see price target that London high. That's that full silver bullet move that I would have expected. We're just not seeing any kind of fall through here. Yeah, I mean, looks like a little bit of a bull flag here. Looks like we're almost setting up for another jump up to that London high. If we do sweep that London high, I could see us, kind of getting a little reversal from there. But at the same time, guys, our whole day has been bullish. We have only been heading up, keeping that bullish trend, higher highs, higher lows. Until we get a nice clean break of structure or market structure shift, I won't be looking to short. I'll still be thinking about longs. All right, but right now this is a very difficult time to look to get entries. You can see this chop. See this nasty, choppy price action. There's no entry opportunities here on the 1 minute. Even on the 5 minute, we're still just chilling here. 15-minute bullish fair value gap down below. So I'll just keep waiting, see if we get some better price action. Right now it's pretty awful. Again, that trade gave us some more room now. I'm back in the green, not by much, but back in the green just barely. Yeah, this is also that price action that's very tempting, guys, because you keep thinking that every 1 minute candle, you're thinking this is finally going to be the breakout. It's finally going to be the breakout. And what do? We fake up and then we come right back down. And the next one, you're like, this is going to be the breakout. We fake up, we come back down. All right, so if you're trying to trade every little 1 minute candle as a breakout candle, you think it's going to be that one. You're going to find yourself getting stopped out. You're going to find yourself getting stopped out a lot. To me, it's better to just wait for that clear entry model, clear price action, clear direction to take those entries. So that's what I'm waiting for here. Boom, boom. How to find the daily range? Yes, there's seen so many videos that it's hard for me to remember which ones. I would just look it up on YouTube. I don't know exactly like from what video or anything it is. I can also look for it and try to find it. I've watched so many different videos that it's like it's hard to remember which ones are from where. No, no trades right now. Waiting for price action to clear up. We got stopped out at break even from this one after taking our first TP. Just waiting for some better action here. Even if, let's say, we do just pump from here and take out that London high, I'm okay. I don't care about missing out on that because these entries will not be very good. We might see that breakout happen now. I'm not going to keep trying to chase these 1 minute candles, hoping that this is the breakout candle. Obviously, this one looks really good now. This looks like that breakout candle. Looks like it's going to be that breakout candle. We'll see if it gets that fall through. That's a pretty good 1 minute candle there. Like this is trying to push us up now to that London high. See if we can break out of that, break out of this high here. But I still wouldn't be looking from an entry from here because look at that, only like 60 ticks a reward. But I think we're gonna go take out that London high now. Right, but it's just like how many times have people been trying to trade these candles here, trying to catch that breakout? Like probably a lot. Just to finally, and then by the time that actually happens, and you miss out on the trade. I still would not take any of these entries. Brel, what's going on? Why won't it let you scale in and out of positions? Are you trading micros, minis? Are you copy trading? What prop firm are you on? Got SMT at the highs here, and Q took out the high. ES is still failing to take out the high. Yeah, I mean, I am surprised that we have not taken out that London high yet. I definitely thought we would at least go target that London high by now. You can see that Asia low level, that was a good first TP for us. We took out those internal highs. This hourly candle is about to close. Looks like we're trying to break structure to the downside here. There's a certain limit of, it won't even let you take out contracts. That's kind of weird. Because there's a limit of contracts you can trade, but that wouldn't mean you can't take out contracts. Hmm. Is anybody else trading? I'm not trading Top Step right now. Is there anybody else trading Top Step that is having the same issue? Huh. Guys, we're still choppy, choppy, choppy. Sitting in this 1 minute range. No breaks of structure on either side. Yeah, you can still trade Profirm's mobile. If you can connect, like Tradeovate, you can use Tradeovate's app on the phone, which you can use Top Step or Apex with. You can still trade from the phone. You just gotta connect to your, just log into your Tradeovate on the mobile app. Yeah, I mean, guys, this price action right now is not fun. Like we're waiting for that next hour to maybe do something here. We are really getting a strong bounce off that hourly imbalance above and that hourly order block. See if we can actually break structure to the downside. Yeah, I'm still looking for setups. I mean, if we get this reversal pattern here, we get a short setup, I'll look to short. And this could be a fake out move still, so I'm still being patient. Our price action right now is all over the place, so I'm not looking to just jump into any trade. Really want to wait for a good setup, but I'm still looking for setups. Like a quick sell side liquidity grab. Might take us back up to London High. I mean, right now it's just, I still would not get an entry right now. Still wait for an entry. This stuff is, price action still is not good. We're about to close on this hourly candle. See what we do. See if we're gonna get that pump. After grabbing some sell side liquidity, little power of 3 maybe. One minute left on the hour. So, I mean, it looks like we're gonna go try to pump for the highs again, but at this point, I still don't like taking any entries in this stuff. And the longs could be pretty good from the bottom. But we're still just in this range that I don't like to trade. Right, but it's looking like AMD is setting up here. If we can push through the top of the range. Alright, so our hourly candle just closed. Still respecting that imbalance above, that order block above. Disrespecting the bearish fair value gap down below. Structure still looks bullish. Looks like we're about to come take out London High now. Okay, guys, I really don't like taking trades in the chop. It's not what I do. We can see a clear setup. It's gonna, take us to the highs. Right now, I mean, we grabbed that sell side liquidity down here. It looks like we are trying to push up for that London high, but we're still struggling. So you could get an entry off this 1 minute fair value gap we just touched into. Still pretty good reward. 95 ticks to that London high. You can keep a 40 tick stop and still keep a 2-to-1, maybe a 45 tick stop with a 2-to-1, but we're just so much ranging that I don't love getting an entry. We can see all this manipulation right now. So yeah, I mean, guys, if we continue to see bad price action, I'm okay with walking away. I'm still in the green, around break even. Yeah, that's better than taking any bad setups and ending the day red for when we do not have to end the day red. So I'll wait longer to see if we get anything better set up. But not too much longer. And we'll probably see some kind of breakout soon. And we're just accumulating, we're just waiting for some kind of pop. Alright, but this price action, this is what I call the account killer right here. This is the account killer. This is when people start taking a bunch of trades and they just keep getting stopped out, up and down, up and down, up and down. They're like, oh, we're going long, they get in the long, get stopped out. They're like, oh, we're going down, I'm gonna get in the shorts, get stopped out. Retesting the 15. Yep, we did just touch back into that 15-minute imbalance above. You can just see NQ cannot make up its mind right now. Strong drop off that 1 minute bearish for value gap above. See us touch into that and drop. Just really got to wait for a clear displacement move out of this range. If we can't do that, I don't see any reason to trade. That makes me happy, Kava. That's good to hear. Yeah, I mean, you can use YM as another confluence, right, for that SMT. I'm typically just looking at our ES though. Okay, retest that 1 minute bearish for value gap. Just waiting to see if we can break out of the range. If we can't do that in like the next 15 minutes, then I'll just hop off and I'll still look for some setups and see if there's going to be anything. But please, please, please fight that urge to keep over trading. Fight the urge. Don't do it. Please. Don't let this market manipulate you. Alright. See if we're going to get that break of structure here. Down to that 15-minute bullish imbalance below. Yeah, a nice break of structure here on the 1 minute would be nice. Didn't displace that low, but we're moving down pretty good. We are moving down pretty good here. Still have not displaced on the 1 minute. Pretty close to displacing though. Forming this 1 minute fair value gap here. Again, this could very easily be a fake out move to the downside. Power of 3 here. Sweeping all the sell side liquidity. Bouncing off a 15-minute imbalance. I just gotta wait for clear displacement. Okay, so we formed a 1 minute fair value gap above. We can start to look at this as a possible entry if we're going to get that continuation to the downside. But if we're going to push right through this really aggressively, and we might see this be that AMD where we push right back up for the highs. But this is the first time in a while we've actually gotten displacement of a low or a high. We still are in our bullish trend overall, but SMT at the highs. Displacement of the lows. Look at our 15-minute AM range here. Or 50% down below. If it runs away on us, it runs away. There's still no entry opportunities that I've seen yet. Still no entries that I've seen that I would take. Just waiting. Price is running. I'm not going to chase the shorts. I'm going to wait for a good setup. And if it runs away, it runs away. I'm not going to chase when there's no entry that I would have taken. I wouldn't have taken this 1 minute fair value gap entry up here because we had not gotten any break of structure. We're still in that range. And then once we displaced, we have not formed, or we have not tapped into any fair value gap or anything that we could get an entry off of yet. That's a strong 5-minute close there, though. Strong 5-minute displacement there. I'm just waiting to see if we're going to get some kind of entry opportunity. Yep. Back at VWAP. ES closed below VWAP already, way below it. And we're dumping here pretty aggressively. Well, in terms of the shorts, I would expect if they're gonna come in, expect us to come down to that 50% at least, come down and take out some of these lows. Okay, we just tapped into that 1 minute fair value gap there. Let's see this strong bounce off VWAP. This could be that. This could still be a manipulation move to the downside. That's why you don't see me rushing to get in a trade. Waiting to see what kind of reaction we get. This is that 1 minute I was talking about here. Gonna close above. Looks like we're trying to close above. So we already disrespected that 1 minute. Got the 2 minute here. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. This still could be that accumulation, manipulation, distribution up to that London high. That's why I'm still waiting. We still haven't tapped into any levels that I would even take short just yet. I got you. Got you. Alright, so I'm very willing to be extremely patient here. Again, we could see a very good setup. Yeah, I do want to see. That's exactly what I'm waiting for. I want to see if we're gonna tap into that 2 minute, get a nice reaction off of it. We're creating a 5 minute fair value gap above as well. The shorts are going to come in. I do want to see this fair value gap on the bullish one on the 15 minute get disrespected as well. Have the 15 minute close below. Which we have 1 minute left on that candle. Alright, so we'll see what this 15 minute candle, how it closes. I see a strong continuation to the downside. Still bouncing off VWAP though every time we come down to it. We're about to close with some displacement. About to inverse this 15. This could be a nice 15 minute inverse. Five minute above. Okay, so now I'm just waiting for us to retest the level to come up and test our bearish levels. Right, that 15 minute inverse, 5 minute fair value gap. up here, 2-minute gap up here. My VWAP settings right here, standard session. See if we can get some kind of entry here, some retracement. That inverse gap would be nice. We're just waiting to dump here. Need to see something clear. If we can displace this 1 minute, turn this into a 1 minute order block. Could be decent. We keep respecting VWAP though. We don't want to close below. SMT at the lows there on the 1 minute. All right, like I said, even if we dump, I'm not going to chase price. Not going to chase the shorts until I see a real level. I mean, we've been doing this all day. We make a move and then we just chill. We chop for the next 20 minutes. Just waiting, guys. I mean, if we can get some kind of displacement of even just this 1 minute order block, something, 2-minute order block. Hey, how you doing? I mean, I've been saying we're getting ready to dump, but I'm not going to take an entry until I see a real level tested. All right, we've got this 1 minute order block now. All right, but what's our reward going to look like? Oh, down to these lows, we could still catch 81 ticks there. Just not being given any opportunity. I do like that we closed below VWAP here. I want to see a retest now. We're just kind of running away with no entry opportunities here. Okay, so we're tapping into that 1 minute off VWAP. I'm going to start looking for shorts here if we can get a bounce. If we can get a bounce from this level, I'll start looking for shorts. But if we're going to push right through, you won't see me get an entry. It's too aggressive of a bullish candle for me to get a short entry off of right now. We're just pushing right through. You're not going to see me jump into an entry until I see a real reaction. Closed above VWAP there. Yeah, we do have this bullish breaker on the 15. We just tested. See, I mean, I'm just waiting for a clear break to the downside, a good level to retest, or clear indication that we are trying to head back up for the highs. That is a nice bounce off that 15-minute. We have that inverse up here. Going to be a key level. Already mitigating this 1 minute order block. See that 2 minute, 2 minutes looking bullish. 5 minutes starting to look bullish. There's too much ranging right now. So I mean, I'm not getting the urge to jump into a trade. Remember, sometimes no trades is better. Another 1 minute bullish for value got formed here. Looks like we are going to try to pump off that breaker. So now I'm waiting to see if we can get a level that we can take long off of if we're going to pump through. Starting to look like that AMD. Seeing price respect that 15-minute bullish breaker. See what we do off this 15-minute inverse. If we push through this 15-minute inverse aggressively, you know, I'll be thinking long, but if we get a strong bounce from that level, then I'm going to be staying out. Yeah, I mean, past few days have not been a big fan of our price action in the market. Had some good stuff today. Few good moves. Few good moves in the market. Overall, though, not amazing, at least in the past hour. Yeah, this could be an entry off this 1 minute order block here. We did displace the 1 minute order block. Could look for a long entry off this level. Right off here. We still have a pretty decent stop loss down below VWAP. Trying to catch up to the highs. It's starting to really look like AMD here, though. It's just this 15-minute inverse. I'm being a little bit cautious about. We're a little too range bound right now. I mean, there's little setups that you can take. Like I said, it called out that 1 minute order block here. You can take that entry. Definitely take that entry. But I hold all the way back up to London High. Got a lot of resistance to push through. A lot of resistance to push through. 5 minute, strong close on the 5 minute. See if there's some opportunity that we can look to get in. One minute bullish breaker here. See this up close candle would be that bullish breaker. Low, high, lower, low, displacement of the high. See if we can tap into that. Just give us some kind of support level. Yes, it does. See if we want to touch into that fair value gap here. Just waiting for a good entry, guys. I'm liking these longs, though. Longs are starting to look pretty nice. We're seeing us bounce from that 15-minute bullish breaker. Little 1 minute reversal pattern. Power of 3. Just got to wait for a good entry. So far, there's not really any entry. The only entry I would have taken was this 1 minute order block test. Didn't want to take it just yet. Wanted to see a little bit more confirmation. ES is now above VWAP. That's a good sign. ES is looking pretty bullish. But if it just keeps running away on us, it keeps running away. There's not good. Not gonna chase it. Yeah, it can be frustrating when price does this, right? When you don't have any bearish candles here. It's all bullish candles, just keeps running. We don't really have any opportunity. Our only opportunity would have been this order block down below. At least wanted to see us just test some fair value gap, test the breaker, do something where we can look for an entry. A 2 minute fair value gap formed here now. I'm going to start looking for an entry in the longs from here. If we can test this 1 minute, this 2 minute imbalance. All right, I'm going to test out the longs here, guys. I'm going to give them a shot, half a lot, testing that 2 minute imbalance. We've got good risk management here because we can still keep our stop down below the 1 minute breaker. See where it entered me in. 5.3 entry, pretty high entry there. Pretty high entry. I wanted to see it lower. I'll keep a 55 tick stop down here, give myself some room. 18.83925. Just in half a lot right now. Give ourselves some room to retest that 1 minute breaker if we're going to. And then try to catch it up to the highs. Like up to this high up here. And then up to London high. Complete that power of 3 move. Okay, we're coming down to that 1 minute now. I'm testing that breaker. All right, we need to see it bounce off this 1 minute now. Don't want to see a super aggressive move down like we're seeing. I want to see us really start to see a bounce from this 1 minute. This is too aggressive down right now. Too aggressive down, but that's why I gave myself some room. Put my stop down below at the bottom of the breaker just in case. That is crazy. All right, guys, this ranging is just all over the place right now. And we saw that bounce off of that 15-minute bullish breaker. Good setup. All right, we're in that 5-minute. Let's see if we can still get a bounce off this 5-minute. We could still find a good setup here. Still find a good setup. Just need to see a bounce. All right, I'm liking that bounce. Still looking for a re-entry. Still looking for a re-entry, but need to see a strong bounce. I do like us testing this 5-minute fair value gap. We're still respecting that 1-minute breaker. But again, I need to see a bullish candle step in here to get that entry. Give us an entry opportunity here. Start seeing a bounce. Man. Yeah, I mean, we're still ranging so much right now. So half a lot lost there. Still a lot of room to trade with, but just need to see clear bounce from this level. Respect to the 5-minute. Follow through to the upside. Right now we're not doing that. And yeah, these levels are all just getting, both on the buy side, sell side, just craziness here. See, we got about a minute and a half left on the 5-minute candle. We can start seeing aggressive bounce. I'm still looking for long here. Still looking for a long. That's a nice bounce off VWAP there. Retesting the bottom of that range. We still have not seen one bullish candle on this move down, so we're still going to be patient. I mean, are we going to get a break of structure to the downside now? It looks like we're almost trying to get a break of structure. Completely disrespecting all of these levels here. We still haven't gotten that break of structure. We rebalanced that whole imbalance on the 5-minute. So, I mean, yeah, right now I just don't really like this stuff. It's so ranging. So much ranging. And here we had one bearish candle. Here we have no bullish candles. Right back down to the bottom. Right back into that 15-minute bullish breaker. We might range right back up to the top. Right, but it's not really giving us any setups. Like we're just seeing that range. We're not really seeing any setups. Except for that one we had, I really liked the setup. Thought we were going to see that continuation, just didn't get it. We're ranging right back up to the top now. This, to me, this isn't the good kind of range because we're not even grabbing liquidity. Right, we haven't had any really real liquidity grabs. We came down, we finally formed a bullish breaker on the 1 minute. We tapped out the 15. There's no continuation. Yes, yeah, we were stopped out. I mean, just look at that 5 minute. 5 minutes nasty. 5 minute is nasty here. We're bouncing again off the 15-minute breaker. 15-minute is looking cleaner. I'll make sure we're not getting manipulated. Yeah, I mean, it can be good for scalps. But yeah, we might not see any real move until maybe our lunchtime macro or post lunch. Let's see, we have this 1 minute fair value gap formed below. Here's the issue with this, is even if we tap into it, we're already at the top of that range again. Stop loss is not going to be great. We could still catch good reward, but so right now we're not seeing any kind of breakouts. See, I still like the longs from here. But again, this is that same kind of entry we tried to take before. I want to see the long step in. See what we do, what kind of reaction we get off that 1 minute fair value gap below. All right, this is what I mean. We're at the top of that range, so I want to see some real pullback and then look for an entry. Yeah, I mean we're getting SMT all over the place. We're ranging back and forth. Still strong bounce off that 15-minute breaker. I want to see the longs pump from here though. But we might range right back to the bottom and grab sell side first. Yeah, I mean we have that SMT. We've been getting a lot of SMT. And just look at this. Look at this 5 minute range. No bueno. Kind of, yeah, I mean we probably need to wait. Probably need to wait for a real expansion move. You know, it might not happen for a little while. Maybe it'll happen going into our next hour. The last 10 minutes of our hourly candle. But right now, this stuff is just not fun. Just not good price action. Exactly, yeah. We're not taking any liquidity level. We're just ranging. We're not grabbing the highs. We're not grabbing the lows. Hey, green is green. We're pretty much disrespecting all of our 1 minute levels. So I mean, I don't know if I want to take a trade, guys. I don't know if I want to take another trade in this stuff. But we might just need to wait. I just need to wait for a real breakout. Wait to see if we're going to get some expansion. I'll wait for until 10:45, see how this 15-minute candle closes. Or sorry, 8:45 Pacific. And if we still don't see anything good in the next few minutes, I think I'm just going to call it, and I'll still look for setups. I'll still look for some setups, but this is just no bueno right now, guys. No bueno. Yeah, it'd be a lot easier to trade this if we were actually grabbing, doing seek and destroy and actually grabbing our liquidity. Actually grabbing buy side and sell side. Because we're not. There's not really any opportunities. Orosho? Orosho? That means no good, not good. Yeah, I mean it's kind of a common theme today, guys. Either we're a few bucks in the green or we're a few bucks in the red. So I'll give it one more minute. See how this 15-minute candle closes, but we're still just chilling in this range. So, I mean, what I would advise now, guys, is I had one good setup. I really thought that was going to be that breakout, that power of three, and I took it. Didn't work out. Okay, so I'm not going to take any other trades unless we see some kind of displacement move on a higher time frame. Clear direction, clear liquidity target. So right now, this is just pretty bad. Closing side of the range again. So yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna call it here, guys. I'd rather not sit around forever and keep waiting for this price to get better. I will still look at the market and if I can see something good, I'll call it out to you. Right now, we don't see really anything good. I'd rather not put any more risk into the market. It just depends on the price action during our prop firm session. I mean, if we have better price action during prop firm, then it's not a bad idea to keep trading the PA. Maybe trading it light because we do see some slower movement and you can see some good setups. Like yesterday, we didn't have the best stuff in the morning. The PM session was pretty good. But I would definitely stick to a plan of like not trying to trade that PA all the time, right? Because if you do try to trade it all the time, then you're going to start getting in that habit of taking too many trades. That's why, I like to stick to like, okay, market open, I'm going to trade my live account or my funded account. And then prop firm session, I'm probably going to trade my, my evals, or I'm going to trade, maybe the morning it's my live, and then the afternoon it's my funded. Maybe in the morning it's my funded, and the afternoon it's my evals, right? That's kind of the way I like to look at it. Or you can even have it flipped. Maybe in the morning you trade your evals, and in the afternoon you trade your lives or your PAs. All right, but I'm going to end the session here, guys. Just pretty bad price action. Not going to put any more risk into the market. Rather just give it some time to actually do something. I'll still look at the chart, still look for a setup, and I will let you know if I'm going to take a trade, if I'm going to take anything. Remember, I'm waiting for some kind of breakout, something to happen. All right, so I'm a little bit in the red right now, not too bad. I'll take it over being a lot in the red. All right, but I'll see you guys soon. Remember, there's a book club today at 9:30 a.m. Pacific. Book club today at 9:30 a.m. Pacific. If you're going to join that, remember to hop in. Also, if you guys are interested, I'm thinking about starting a movie club as well in the future. I think that would be pretty fun too if anybody is interested in movies, has a passion for movies, just likes to watch. Um, I think that'd be pretty cool as well. My older brother works in Hollywood. He's a big movie buff. So he might start running a little movie club for us. So that would be pretty cool. So if you guys are interested, that'd be sick. But anyways, I'm gonna end the session here. I'm gonna go, maybe take a quick little break, grab a snack, come back, look at the chart, see if anything is cleared up. Oh yeah, all of those are good. Actually, I haven't seen margin call. I'll have to look into that. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you all. God bless. I will see you very soon. Keep those accounts safe until then. All right. Peace.